I promise you, even the planes that crashed, I knew about it. When we were in Wyoming for Christmas, I told them. I told them in the house, but I just never spoke about it because God didn't tell me to go and talk.
Okay, so today we're going to be looking at this self-proclaimed prophet of God, Prophet Lovy, who works out of California. And what you just heard is him saying that God told him about the plane crash, the one that happened in Washington, D.C. when the American Airlines crashed into a helicopter and 67 or 69 people died. So this self-proclaimed prophet, Lovy, says that God told him there was going to be a crash. He even knew what airline it was going to be, but God did not want him to speak about it because, I don't know, God wanted those innocent people to die. God wanted the children who came from skating to die. That's what God wanted. And that's the reason why I say people like this cause people to leave the church today. Now, before we continue into this crazy lunacy where you're going to see him talking about his relationships with the next girlfriend, this prophet is merged in controversy. It's like a Maori show, or I don't even know what to call it. What was the other one? Jerry Springer. It's crazy. So before I begin on this crazy journey, please like and subscribe so we can grow this channel. Let's hear more about this plane crash that he could have prevented, but God told him not to.
I prayed about it. And I was telling them, hey, it will be suspicious for a little bit, but then it will pass. But I never spoke. I even knew the airlines. I just never spoke. But when I pick interest about something, like when the election was coming up, everybody was panicking. Everybody was saying, I said, this will be interesting. And I told you I was laying in my couch and I was with my newborn. And I fell into a vision. And I saw, let me ask you a question. Let me see if you guys pay attention. How many swing states were there? Huh? Do you guys remember? Or you are lost? Go analyze that prophecy, you'll be shocked. The messages that were in there. I just didn't want to make it, but there was one thing I wanted you to know for sure. For you to know that I saw it. I said, just remember 312. And I left it like that.
Okay, that's 312619. I don't know if it's Rey Mysterio or whatever, but he's claiming now that he knew even the election who was going to win it. He did not tell anyone because, for some reason he knows all these things, but he doesn't tell anyone until after they happen. That's when he say, oh, by the way, I knew about that. I knew about the plane crash. I could have saved lives. I could have, told people. He has what? Let me check. How many subscribers does he have? He have 500,000 subscribers. He could have just gone online and said, I have these subscribers and 500,000 people, if they watch my video and I'm warning that there is a plane crash that's going to happen, people are going to listen. But these are the type of people who are calling themselves prophets in the church today. First of all, if anyone is telling you that they're a prophet, just run. Just stop whatever you're doing, run, get out of there because they are not on their right mind. In the year 2025, a prophet, self-proclaimed prophet, is here. Man, these things, you can't make this stuff up. Actually, he has a message for people like me who criticize him as a prophet. And what do you expect? Of course, they're going to be threats because that's what happens in cults and scammers, because that's what I consider these religious people. Prosperity gospel prophets, these guys are all scammers. And if you speak against them, they will come with threats like this.
You know, when people mock the prophetic, they don't understand they are mocking God.
Yeah.
Do you realize the only ministry that is fought is the ministry of a prophet?
Yeah.
Nobody has a problem with teachers, pastors, evangelists. Nobody. If I was evangelist Lovy, nobody would care.
Right.
Nobody would care. But the moment you operate in the supernatural, huge target on your back, because people love to see somebody fall.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Right.
me fall.
Never. Amen.
Okay, so you can see there he has them at the palm of his hand. He is having them, they eating from the palm of his hand. This guy has the congregation, which for some reason is majority female. They are believing every word he's saying. Clearly, there is no such thing as a prophet in the year 2025. You want, forget about me. Let's go to his church and see what his church does. This is the website of his church. Let's close that ad. Okay, you see the church is the website. First, they even have a shop. I didn't know churches sell merch. It's like an NBA team. Look at that. They're selling $50 shirts. They're selling $35. I don't even know if this is what type of baseball cap or whatever cap that is. $35, $50 cap. But wait, of course, that is not all. They even have a prophetic school. Let's look what this prophetic school is. I don't know, they're going to teach you also how to be a prophet in the year 2025. So 2025, let's go to the prophetic school. You have the option of going online to attend the class or attend in person. Let's attend online classes and see $400 to register online. So this is your prophet charging you $400 so that he can teach you something. Is this where religion has come to? Is this where Christianity has come to? But wait, there is more. Now, this lady here, Gigi Rodriguez, claims to have had a relationship with the prophet and was even pregnant, and she lost the baby. She is also in I understand she underwent a traumatic event of losing a baby. That's very traumatic. But you can clearly see she is also in the sunken place. All these people are in the sunken place believing a prophet. So-called prophet. Don't believe me? Just listen to their story and use logic. Don't use emotions, because they're going to always get you with the emotions. They're going to start quoting scriptures and all these things. Let's use logic. Let's hear what she has to say.
Along. Okay, so moving forward, what I wanted to really speak on in this video is something that I experienced that it's just a lot, and it's heavy but so beneficial to speak on it and to put the truth out there into the world so that people can realize the deception, the evil that is taking place, and that is also hurting the body of Christ, as I'm not the only one. Around the time that there was a huge event taking place for Revelation Night, we had engaged, and after this had
By engage, she means they smashed. Basically, that's what, I don't know, in the words of Shakespeare, they made the beast with two backs. They were dating, not married, again, not married, and they're supposed to be religious people, so there's supposed to be no sex before marriage, but nope. Let's just go smash like bunnies, and then they engaged. Okay, continue after you engage.
had taken place. He said, I think we made them. And he was speaking about children. After a couple weeks, I'm home and I was pregnant. And there was a day that I had reached out to him. I had told him like what I was feeling and whatnot. And he told me, do you want me to ask God? And I was like, sure. Like I said, okay.
Hold on. So he talks to the guy. The guy says, do you want me to ask God? Does that make sense to you as a logical person? Using your mind and your brain, you talk to someone and then they say, let me ask God. They have a direct phone number for God that they just call, they dial in. Hey, there's no customer service. You just go straight. Hi, God, it's me again. Can I have this kid or not? And then God says, no. Okay, well, they even have messages here. So an adult, you are needing another adult to talk to God when if you cracked open the Bible, you would know you can speak to God directly. So she, in the message that you can see on the screen, she says she did not get her period. And then the prophet replies, you want me to ask God? And then she's like, okay, but I know I am. She knows she is pregnant. These people are exhausting. Let's continue.
Okay, but I know that I am. So after that, the next day, I wake up, I go to the restroom, and I see blood. And so I'm so confused, but I'm like, okay, maybe it's not what I think it is. So as soon as I walk out the bathroom, I mean, literally, as I'm walking out of the bathroom, he calls me, which this was just so strange to me, but he called me. I answered the phone. And before I say anything to him, I said, so what did God say? He says to me, not yet, but soon. I want to have so many babies with you. Like I want to have a lot of babies with you. And so we get off the phone and I'm just sitting in my bed and I'm just thinking about everything. And I'm also like hurt because I just felt so alone in that moment.
Oh.
Jesus help me.
Okay, I don't mean to be cruel, but you guys, you should know that people like to... There's a reason why people do things like this. A normal person will not just go on the internet and confess all these things. There's a reason for everything. There's a reason why even I am making this video. I'm making it so that you guys can see the type of hypocrisy and delusion that is happening in the church. Now, the title of this video, she says she was manipulated and deceived by prophets. Manipulated and deceived as an adult. She was manipulated and deceived. I like to speak the truth. So I'm going to judge her, even though it says you should not judge. She was dating someone married. They were having unprotected sex. The guy is a law-abiding citizen because I guess they were not using protection. And then she got pregnant by a married man. But then they make a video and manipulated and deceived. But let's continue. Okay, so she woke up, she went to the bathroom, there was blood, and then I'm guessing she lost the baby. I'm very sorry for that. That's a very traumatic experience. But let's see what she believes happened.
I had to regroup. I do want to mention that I have talked to other women that were involved with him, and they had told me that they too had experienced very similar situations where as soon as they would tell him about a pregnancy, within a couple of days or even hours, like myself, they would start bleeding and lose pregnancy mysteriously.
Okay, this is all consistent with the stories of other women. So So basically, she's saying that he is using demonic power. So according to her, she's claiming the guy is using demonic power. And that is why, she lost the baby in the year 2025. Okay. So even in the comments, you're going to see people are just supporting her and supporting her and supporting her. So what does the prophet have to say? Because now we are in delusion land. This is some Jerry Springer stuff, some Maury stuff, where if you can't face the truth, you just make up lies and continue with it. So what does the prophet say about her? This is another video.
Let's go to the next thing, because I want to go through it. Now, the second person that I'm going to speak about is, I will say X. Is that okay to say X? Yeah. Now, the reality is this. There is definitely history there. 100% history there. But this whole situation, she actually showed that I chose right.
Okay, so according to him, they were having a relationship and he was just vetting her. He was vetting her with his, I don't know, his tamal. Let me use the word tamal for all the Spanish speakers. You know what a tamal looks like. So in the process of dating, he decided to vet her with his tamal, and then she got pregnant and she lost the baby. But now he is suing her ass, basically. So this is the type of drama taking place in the church. I don't know if he's going to continue a few minutes, but let's continue and see.
There is definitely history there, but definitely showed that I chose right. Now, my issue with this particular person is the other things can pass. But when you claim that I sacrificed children, that you were pregnant and then there was a sacrifice of a child, now that's a problem for me. Number one, because abortion is murder to me. That's a problem. That's a big time problem for me. You say you have receipts for everything. Now in court, I want to see a receipt for that.
Okay, so he's suing her. They're going to have to go to court and she's going to have to answer to all the videos. She did so many videos. I can't believe I had to sit through all this nonsense to really look at it. She had, 3 videos. I watched the first one. The first one, Manipulated and Deceived, was like almost 30 minutes. I sat through all of it. I watched the second one. She made part 2, part 3. It was a whole drama, love triangle type of things going on with this prophet. This prophet is also suing another self-proclaimed prophet. So it is just a joke overall. Somebody has to tell the truth here. This is just a joke. Charging all this money for prophetic school, saying you saw a plane crash and you didn't prevent it, saying all these things. In that video that he's talking about suing people, he says he's been supporting his ex-wife, paying $7,000 a month, even though the other prophet was saying he does not support his ex-wife. He talks about how he spends like $2 million a year. $2 million a year to assist families. So the reason why he's making this video is because the church was losing money. It lost $1.4 million. $1.4 million because of these allegations coming from this woman and other people. So, man, this church, this prophet guy is a joke. He is an extremely talented musician. I have to say that. Before he woke up one day and said he was a prophet. He was a talented musician. He was nominated for a Grammy because of a work he did with, I think, Iggy Azalea back in 2014. He's a well-known artist. Many decades, I believe, in Kenya. He's a Kenyan-born artist. So he was just a secular guy, musician guy, woke up one day, said he was a prophet. I think in 2011, that's when he started all this prophecy stuff. And then now he is facing all these challenges. I think he's probably one of the most popular prophets guys right now. He has 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. He's crazy on the social media because he's young. He's like 38 years old. And all these people are falling for his scam. And it's very easy to see it is a scam because he's charging all this money, $50 shots. I've never seen something like that. Was Jesus charging you for a shot, for all these things? No. The church has to do better. This is a whole drama that you cannot believe it's going on in a so-called church. So, man, I just have to stop it there. I have to stop the video there. It is draining. It is draining seeing people being complete zombies. If I was to even read the comments of him, they're all there. I love my prophet Lovy. They all love him. They're saying the allegations are not true. They're going to support him. You know, he should sue them. And then if you go to this woman with her stories, all the women there are like, oh yes, he's using demonic powers. He's using witchcraft. He's using, like, what year is this? What year is this? Man, I'm done, man. I'm done. Just please like, subscribe, man, and share on all the networks. I'll see ya.
Oh my goodness, all the networks. Wow. All the networks.